言うことは一つだけ。絶対負けねえ。
俺のサッカー人生の全てをぶつける。
ファンディアス伝説はここから始まるんだ。
How's it going, everyone? There's nothing access with a new player analysis video. We've got here the new Super Dreamfest featuring Tsubasa Diaz, the burning Japanese football spirit, and Juan Diaz, Fantastic Diaz. So let's get started because, I mean, there's not a lot to talk about, honestly. It's very straightforward. First off, we got Tsubasa Diaz, burning Japanese football spirit. So, okay, we're going to be releasing 61k Dreamfest units now, are we? Well, here's the problem with that. So, do you remember that first time when I said that the first Dreamfest Tsubasa was released because it was real mad that World Cup Aoi was out here trying to take the crown as the best unit in the game? Well, Aoi still retains the title for best overall utility unit in the game, to be honest, but this Tsubasa, he's on some other stuff. Ignoring the fact that his base stats are absolutely ludicrous, he's a character that in the box has access to a 95k volley, 85k shot, and 86k overhead. What? Yeah, that happened. Anyway, once the mid broken with the standard striker build, is a character running around with 11.6k dribble, 14k shot, and 12.5k pass. He also comes with 9.6k tackle and 9.7k intercept. That's before he enters the penalty area, where everything changes to 13.5k dribble, 16.2k shot, 14.5k pass, 11.1k tackle, and 11.3k intercept, which translates to K-Lab, why are you like this? Insanely high stats, incredibly high momentums. Yep, looks balanced to me. Ship it and make tons of money. You can slot in as your Japanese, as your Tsubasa for a blue Japanese team, where he'll get Roberto's, Matsuyamas, and Ishizaki's buff, among others. Well, at least the art's really sick. He is an attacking midfielder. His role is a striker and enabler. He's double S tier, and because that's the best I could give him. And yes, you should pull for him. The character is absolutely absurd. I don't think that not having him would somehow be extraordinarily detrimental if you don't play his color. But I feel like he's a character that you should get now, or you should eventually be trying to pull for. For his limit breaks, you know it, you love it. Makes him more broken, lets him get into the box faster, where he's his absolute best. I'm talking about standard striker, 25 speed, shot power, 22-3 pass technique. Now, if you want higher dribble and are okay with not being quite so fast, which is a mistake given the kind of player he is, but I'm tired of debating people on that. So, classic striker, 22-3 dribble speed, pass technique, and then shot power, 25. For his grading, he can score, he can enable, he isn't so bad at defending. The only problem he has is that he really needs Misaki and ostensibly Hyuga on the field to truly deal big damage, but is that really that much of a problem? Trust me, there's all kinds of great ways to build him, both inexpensive and serviceable, or powerful but quick to tire. Just do whatever suits your playstyle best. His only weakness is that the other Tsubasa in this color is a debuffer, and many people might find that a little more valuable, but not that many. He's double S scorer, enabler, pressure placing, durability, and skill support. The reason he plays as double S pressure is because even though he doesn't put a ton of pressure on the field in the way that you can't really pass the ball over him, he plays a different kind of pressure, which is that when he gets the ball, the game changes entirely, especially if he's anywhere close to the penalty area. He changes the way that the opponent plays the game, pretty much. And that is the application of pressure. Not as good at defending S, and his independence and flexibility are kind of weird. Since he's only an attacking midfielder, he can't really do much other than be stuck in one spot, and he has to be played in very specific formations so that he can get to the box easier. And he's not very independent. Both of his Flash Raiju shot needs Hyuga and Misaki, and his volley, I do believe, just needs Misaki. Just not very flexible or independent in general. And his team skill is a 10% team skill, so it's S, even though it's very flexible. It's still just an S. And his passive is pretty good, 16% when he's in the penalty area. Not bad, not great, but you know, it's still good. For his stamina, 1100, he has very, very, very high offensive stats, as you can see, and very low defensive ones. That doesn't mean that he has 11.1k dribble, 12.5k shot, 11.4k pass, 9.1k tackle, and 9.6k intercept, all exceedingly high. As you can see, he's also good at high and low balls, which makes him pretty solid. For his skill build, he comes with the S Ultimate Skydive Shot, S Flash Raiju Shot, and S Supernatural 2-stage Aerial Overhead Kick. You can give him the S Golden Duo from the Tsubasa. If you want to buy one right now for actual money, you can do that. And a Wing Dribble that you can get from, for example, the Prodigy version or the .01 version, which is also red. You 1-2 your way up to the opponent's side of the field and basically just destroy them with one of your 3 humongous options. Flash Rider and Supernatural 2-stage aerial overhead kick more or less hit the same total strength once you account for the volley bonus, but the overhead is much cheaper to use. Some people may say this character should be higher than SS. What this character actually does is change the standard for SS characters to be higher, so I would say that a lot of SS characters are actually much weaker. There is no goalkeeper right now in the game that can really stop this character whatsoever. Next up, we've got Juan Diaz, Fantastic Diaz. While he may not be quite as good as Tsubasa is, he's easily the best and easiest version of Diaz to use in the game, bar none, with no complication to his usage other than having pedal to the metal, which is actually kind of a slap in the face because it limits his high strength to being mostly situational. That said, in the situations where he has full power, he is an absolute force to be reckoned with. Applying the standard striker limit break, he has 12.3k dribble, 13.7k shot, 11.4k pass, 10k tackle, and 9.7k intercept. Is about 50% higher when he's in full power, making those stats climb to 14.1k dribble, 15.8k shot, 13.1k pass, 11.5k tackle, and 11.1k intercept. There are a few slaps in the face though, as it pertains to our current discussion. Skill momentums aren't at the ludicrous level Tsubasa's reached, despite their stats being both in the 61k range, with Diaz's only new skill and S-shot reaching 77k off of the back of 490 momentum, but only in full power. That said, coming with an S-pass and an S-dribble as your other 2 options does add a lot of versatility to Diaz's kit. Having access to this frankly absurd stats paired with the game now having several mechanisms by which players can build more full power meter faster, this Diaz stands to be quite a potent addition to any team, particularly one looking to be based out of South America. Positions are forward and attacking midfielder. He is a striker and an enabler. Tier SS, easy, pull, yes, yes, yes. Especially if you're blue and featuring some South American players, he is a very, very strong addition to any team like that. For standard striker, limit break, you all know it, you love it. Go fast, shoot ball, sometimes fast, 25 speed, shot power, and 22-3 pass technique. Now, if you're going to run Pascal in some way and expect to dribble way more when it comes to keeping the ball on Diaz's own feet, this is a good idea, particularly if you're not going to use a 1-2. I might use this one anyway because dumping the ball should be like my last resort, and I don't think I would teach him a 1-2 anyway because street dribble is so good. That would be 25 dribble speed, power, and shot. For his grading, it's hard to explain how this character, who has more SS ratings, isn't as good as Tsubasa. Actually, it's actually really easy to explain. There's no quantifiable way to explain just how much higher on the tier list Tsubasa is in some areas. At least not with letter grades. It's very easy if I just show you numbers. But so you understand, Diaz with 77 would be a double S scorer. Tsubasa is like in like the 80s and 90s for almost everything. So he's clearly much better. It's a lot easier to use Diaz when it comes to just putting him anywhere in a team though, because you can put him forward or attacking midfielder, given his multiple positions. He's much more independent than Tsubasa are right. Also, even though Tsubasa is a much better scorer, for instance, his passive depends on location, not on a resource. So it's very easy to use this character compared to Tsubasa. Scoring, enabling, flexibility, durability, and skill support are all double S's. Defense, pressure, and independence all S. His team skill is an S, just like Tsubasa's, but his passive is not as good. I don't think pedal to the metal is a good passive, and having it on this Diaz is kind of limiting. For his stats, he's got 1011 stamina, which is pretty good. Not as quite as good as Tsubasa, but pretty good. It's in the thousands. That's already nice. And his dribble is 11.8k, shot 12.2k, pass 10.4k, tackle 9.5k, and intercept 9.6k. He's also good at low balls. For his skill build, he comes with acrobatic banana shot, street dribble, and drive pass, all of which you'll keep. Teach him the A Swift Interception EX from the EX version that hopefully you kept one lying around, and the B Crisis Tackle. You could actually go ahead and build him also around having the S Low Flying Overhead Kick and the S Backflip Drive Overhead Kick, but the former is very weak and the latter isn't buffed since high ball stat is merely normal. That said, he does perform midfield duties quite well since he has access to an A pass cut, which is particularly important in a world where he can be played with the Dream Collection Pascal that will give him a 20% auto pass cut. Anyways everyone, thank you all for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and click the like button and leave a comment telling me what you think. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, please subscribe and click the little bell icon to be notified of when new videos or posts are made before checking out the rest of my channel. Also, if you would like to support my work, you can do so by either leaving a tip by clicking on the Streamlabs link in the description, or you can join my Patreon where you can subscribe monthly and enjoy the unique benefits available to my Patreon subscribers. You can check that out by following the Patreon link below or using the URL shown in this video. Thank you guys for checking this video out, and I hope to see you all soon. Good luck with your pools.